1, 2. So this will be our sequence for this round. So 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 single crochet stitches into the next stitch. So repeat this sequence right around until you get to the end, and at the end of round 4 you'll have 32 stitches. I'm at the end of round 4 and I've made my last 2 stitches into the last stitch just before the stitch marker. So for round 5 we'll take out the marker and do a single crochet stitch into that stitch where the marker was, and then we're going to place the marker back in. So we've done 1 single crochet there, and into the next one we'll do a single crochet, and into the next one a single crochet. So we've done 3 single crochet stitches, and into the next stitch we'll do 2 single crochet stitches. So there's 1, and into the same stitch do a second single crochet, and that'll be our sequence for this round. So 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, so that's 3, and then into the next stitch we'll do 2 single crochet stitches. So there's 1, 2. So you're going to repeat that, so 1 single crochet stitch into each of the next 3 stitches, and then 2 single crochet into the next stitch, and repeat that right around until you get to this last stitch before the marker, and at the end of round 5 you'll have 40 stitches. I'm at the end of round 5 and I've just done my last 2 single crochet stitches in the last stitch before the stitch marker, and for round 6 we'll take out the stitch marker. We'll be doing 1 single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. So there's our first one, and we'll place our marker back into that one to mark our first stitch. So there's 1 single crochet, there's 2 into the next stitch, 3 into the next stitch, 4, and now into the next stitch we'll do 2 single crochet stitches. So 1, second one into that same stitch, and that'll be our sequence for right around for this round. So 1 single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches, and then 2 single crochet into the next stitch, and you repeat that sequence right around up until the stitch just before the marker, and at the end of this round you should have 48 stitches. I'm at the end of round 6 and I've made my last 2 stitches in the last stitch just before the stitch marker, And for round 7 we'll be doing 1 single crochet into each of the next 5 stitches. So we'll do our first one, then we'll place our marker back into that first single crochet. So there's 1, into the next stitch, 2, into the next stitch, do our third single crochet, into the next stitch, our fourth single crochet, into the next stitch, fifth single crochet, and into the next stitch we'll do 2 single crochet stitches. So there's our first one, and do a second one into that same stitch, and that will be our sequence for this round. So 1 single crochet into each of the next 5 stitches, and then 2 single crochet stitches into the next stitch, and repeat that right around until you get to the end here. At the end of this round you should have 56 stitches. I'm at the end of round 7 and I've made my last 2 single crochet stitches there just before the marker, and for round 8 I'll take out the marker and make a single crochet into that stitch where we've just taken the marker out, and then we're going to place the marker back in. And for round 8, this is a very easy round. We're just going to do 1 single crochet into each stitch around to the end. So 1 single crochet into each stitch, and you'll just continue doing this right around to the end. So work 1 single crochet into each stitch until you get to this stitch just before the marker, and you'll still have 56 stitches at the end of this round. Okay, so I'm at the end of round 8 and I've made my last single crochet stitch into the stitch just before the marker here, and we've pretty much finished the top, and now we'll be working on the sides. But before we do that, I just want to tighten the center ring here. So just give that a slight pull, and then with your yarn needle you're just going to weave that in and around those stitches there. And just pull that tight, and then you can just skip a loop here and then take it back around this way. And then you can trim that off, and that's your center done. So now that we'll be working on the sides,